Nah, I'm not the first to say this, but religion is 1,000% man-made through the devil, potentially, to divide every creed, color, and nationality of mankind. To be like, oh, if you do everything right and trust me and me alone, then you won't burn in eternity. But the person who practiced pretty much the exact same moral teachings will still go to hell because they picked the wrong one. Like, they think I'm a fucking idiot. They actually think I'm stupid. And when you go to a church or a mosque, I imagine, I haven't been to a mosque. Like, yeah, all the people are there. They're quite welcoming and friendly and shit. And they, generally speaking, if you pick a decent one at the very least, they won't actively impose their religion on you. Like, they won't force you to read the Bible or whatever if you don't actively choose to. But you still get this vibe that they're completely brainwashed. And when you ask them a few questions about the Bible, generally speaking, they won't even have read it. They won't even read the fucking thing. And we all already kind of knew this anyway. Like, I'm very late to the party. Cult of Dusty, an amazing atheist, already covered this a billion times. Atheists are more likely to have read the Bible than a Christian is. Crazy, I know. But to me, it goes deeper than that. I'm not even an atheist. Not anymore. I'm, I'm very close. But I do believe there's something outside of the physical realm that we don't see that influences our moods and what we choose to do with our lives and this and that. I do believe that there's some kind of structure within this metaphysical realm that accompanies a higher power of some sort. But it's not the way we decided it to be. It's not this mankind resembling, loving monster that you'll read about in the Bible. I'm going to pick the Bible because that's what I was faced with, okay? And if you even ask a question like this to these followers, like, it won't even compute in their fucking minds because they're so used to just being stuck on this one specific book that they're like, oh, I don't know much about the Quran. Oh, it's God's word. Why is it God's word? I mean, it was written and edited by men and passed down all these different generations. It's got all these horrible things in it, but it's out of context. Okay, what's the fucking context then? Like, and another thing, let's be brutally honest. If we all were to die together, like, say you've got like religious parents or whatever, and you're all at the pearly gates of judgment. They all get in except for you, and God's like, it's because you didn't accept this specific doctrine, and you go to hell. Do you think your family is actually going to stick up for you against the one almighty power? I would hope so. I genuinely don't know. But what I would feel like is they'd be like, well, we did try to warn him his entire life. He kind of deserves it. So basically what I'm saying is these people are basically sociopaths. And when you realise that this whole religion thing is just a bunch of a bunch of flawed human beings projecting their insecurities out onto other believers of different faiths, you kind of realize this is what politics and everything is built on a foundation of. A foundation of we're right, you're wrong, but we're the same thing, but we just can't see it. That's what drives me mental. And my personal favorite of all this is the fact that, like, when you really get to know these people, they don't get their morals from the Bible. If they did, they wouldn't cherry pick. But no matter what you try and tell them, they'll still always have this unfiltered belief that they themselves don't have any good in them and it all comes from Christ. And that's what religion teaches you. It teaches you to be subservient. It teaches you to have no agency in life. It teaches you to not have any pride, not have any say in your own life, really. It teaches you to be a follower, literally. And obviously, I get that we have to work together to an certain extent, but just the way that it subconsciously lowers your self-esteem in a way that pretends to act like it's your friend, it makes me physically sick. And it's nothing special. This is just human nature in general. Human beings are just afraid to die. There's no way around it. And I don't even believe that we do stay dead exactly. I personally believe either the universe resets itself and we live the same shitty life again, or we live a completely different life. Hopefully, we don't reincarnate into like a bug or whatever. Or maybe, just maybe, we do achieve the afterlife. But what makes you so certain it's going to look like heaven or hell? We could just be astral energy projections flying through space. And to be honest with you, that's a lot better. But the point of this message is don't ever let a religious person tell you what is right and wrong and where they got their right and wrong from. Because chances are they're just coping. They're just coping. It's like deep down, I feel like they kind of know that this whole thing is a bunch of bullshit, but they stick to their lies because accepting the harsh reality of the unknown. It's just a lot easier to believe in fairy tales, isn't it? And I'm not judging. I believe in equality. So there's that.